All right, Saturday night at the con. This is Midnight Boys at the con. 3, 2, 1, pew pew. 3, 2, 1.
Midnight After Dark.
Midnight after dark. Midnight after con.
After midnight.
After midnight.
After Midnight Boys.
After
Yeah.
Midnight Boys. Okay, we are just sitting down from a walk over from Hall H. The Marvel panel has legitimately just finished. Big news. Headline news from the Marvel panel. We have a new Black Panther. Who is that Black Panther, Chuck?
All right, so Black Panther 3, directed by Ryan Coogler, is releasing on December 15th, 2028. And I think the biggest moment of the panel, they revealed that T'Challa's son from Wakanda Forever is going to become what I'm assuming is the new Black Panther, and it is David Johnson of Long Walk fame, Alien Romulus, fucking Industry.
Yeah,
and I have to say, they fucking nailed the cast.
They nailed that casting.
Yeah.
By the way,
Nailed it.
just to let you guys know, everybody that you guys say would be cast did not get cast. You were wrong. Y'all was like 0 for 5.
I thought it was Damson
Me too.
I really thought he was about to say Damson.
bro.
Yeah.
But
Can I ask you a
Johnson makes
question?
so much sense.
Yeah.
That's your question. Like, if you go back and look at that concept art that leaked, is it possible that that was Johnson?
No,
and people
I don't
just
think-
thought it was Damson. Maybe they did a switcheroo, niggeroo.
I don't know.
Anyway, this was an inspired casting. And by the way, the casting of him as T'Challa harkens me back to times when Marvel would really, really get that type of shit right. When they would put people in roles that they seemingly were born to play with the charisma and also catch somebody that had legitimized themselves as a really good performer, but hadn't hit their creative or celebrity apex yet, so you could almost ride them up the wave. I thought it was a perfect cast.
It almost reminds me of when they cast Chris Pratt as Star-Lord,
Mhm.
where to me, David Johnson has been, like, honestly, since Industry, to me, he was one of the best actors on that, Long Walk, Alien Romulus. Every single time he is in a movie, there's just like a star quality about him, but he has never gotten that role that really puts him front and center.
Mhm.
It was almost like when he walked out on stage, I was like, why the fuck did we not think of this?
Yeah, I mean, he fits the role. He fits really, and when he was on stage, the humility that he showed,
Yeah.
how he seemed to be kind of taken over by the idea.
He was almost emotional and overcome by
Right.
just the response. Like, people around me were going fucking nuts when they
Mhm.
realized it was him, because he also has the fucking nerd bona fides.
But there's
Yeah.
a youth to him too that
Yeah.
I think is interesting because again, like he's playing T'Challa's son. Is going to be a young Black Panther. Something we saw the first time we saw T'Challa as Black Panther. He was realized he'd been Black Panther for how many years? But like 8 or 9 or something in that universe. We're going to see like a young T'Challa get to learn how to be the Black Panther. I'm excited to see that.
He has insane dramatic range from all of the things that I've ever seen him in. Like, there's never a performance that ever, one, feels the same, two, ever feels inauthentic. And there's something about him that I am really compelled to see what he's going to choose to do with this character, because there's an infinite amount of things that I think he is capable of, and I'm just excited to see what he chooses to do.
Yeah,
we-
well, look, I'm not sure what the role will call for. Obviously, it's going to be so. There's so much about this story we don't really know,
Right.
because he was standing right next to Shuri and M'Baku, right?
Mhm.
But the reality is, they're going to be a lot older in this. Maybe they're not, though. Maybe there's some timeline shenanigans.
Can I
they would have
jump
to
in
be.
on
They would have to
something?
be.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a very famous Black Panther storyline that came out a few years ago, like where Black Panther is in space. Potentially, are we going to get maybe some Interstellar type shit where it's like
You go to space and you
you
come
go to
back
space, you come back. He went as a kid, he comes back, and he's kind of like
He the man.
he the man now.
Oh.
Could be.
How do we feel? Because I don't think this is going to be Shuri not being Black Panther. I think we're getting two Black Panthers. Or Ryan Coogler had said originally the sequel to Black Panther was going to kind of be T'Challa teaching his son, taking him through this ritual, basically. And I'm just like, maybe he retrofitted that story where it's like Shuri
Mm-hmm.
passing down the Black Panther
Mantle to
Mantle to
T'Challa.
I like that.
I thought that was something very interesting happened in the panel. Ryan Coogler said, if I remember correctly, that we have a new Black Panther.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So either he meant a new Black Panther as the mantle, a new Black Panther as the King of Wakanda, but he went out of his way to let people know that there will be a changing in the guard here. that whereas Shuri is Black Panther now, that when you say that, you could say, hey, we're introducing a new T'Challa. Hey, there's a new character. Come out and let the audience know. He goes, there's a new Black Panther. So it seems like they're trying to get directly back into the character of T'Challa as the monarch of Wakanda.
But also, I feel like Coogler's too smart of a storyteller where I don't think it's going to be at the cost of Shuri.
Yeah.
Where I do think that this is the smartest way to recast T'Challa, where it's like you were still honoring what Chadwick Boseman did with the character, but you're essentially being like, you brought this up, Black Panther is T'Challa, that character. And to me, this is the smoothest way where they can kind of have it both ways.
It has to be at the cost of her to some degree. What do you mean?
I don't think there. It's not. Is it a demotion?
What do you mean? No, there's no demotion.
I don't think. Yeah, it's not like
Like,
that.
Hey, plus you were the only Black Panther. There's another Black Panther.
Look, I mean,
There could be two Black Panthers.
but like they're not going to be two Black Panthers. It's going to be.
I mean,
they could be two Black Panthers, but the reality is this: Batman gets his back cracked. Azrael becomes Batman. For a while, Azrael is Batman. Azrael is running around Gotham killing people. Okay,
Yeah, it's not a good.
So for a while, Azrael is Batman.
Right.
Then Batman comes back, and now Bruce Wayne is Batman again. It's happened before. It's not a demotion. Like it's
Wait,
way
so you're
else.
saying Shuri is
was keeping the seat warm.
Damn.
Sure was out there just like, hey
Damn.
man,
You guys
Hello, Sachi.
It's not Saji at all. You guys, there were some things that happened that like necessitated the changing of that story. So she becomes Black Panther. Now she's become Black Panther in the comic books before.
Right.
There's like
There's
comic precedent for that.
Yeah.
But like
It always snaps back to T'Challa.
yeah, like for as long as it's not a demotion. I think it's they're probably telling a different story, and then everybody kind of goes back to doing what they do in Wakanda as far as what their utility calls for.
But also, like, Ryan Coogler, I mean, this is his world. He knows these characters. He knows this story. If anybody's going to, I don't want to say demote, but if anybody's going to like, hey, Shuri, it's now T'Challa's time to be Black Panther, but he's going to handle that with the deft hand, it's going to be Ryan
We haven't even
Coogler.
talked about M'Baku. M'Baku right now is the king of Wakanda.
Exactly.
Correct.
This nigga about to no. So what I'm saying is, yeah, like T'Challa is coming back, and it seems as if they're setting T'Challa up to be both Black Panther and the ruler of Wakanda.
Is it? I also don't want to skip over a big part. It's such a flex that Ryan Coogler is filming this in large format. Like he brought out a piece of film, he showed everybody, and I was like, "Hey, you win an Oscar." I feel like he dropped his nuts, and he's like, "No, I'm the next. I'm the next Nolan." Like,
I've seen this on
You
film.
think Kavagi was like, hey man, you can do this in Infinity Vision, that'd be really cool. And he came, he dropped his ox on the table, he said,
I need the Max.
Full
He
on
can do
Yes.
whatever he wants.
I need all them
Yeah, of
corners,
course.
bro.
Ryan Coogler proved that he can go somewhere for 6 weeks to 2 months, write a script, cast the movie, make the movie, turn an enormous profit, and go win at the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
Like he
You get
proves
anything
something.
you want.
He can prove he can do whatever he wants. Now, off of Black Panther, obviously the second biggest story from the Marvel Hall. Actually, you know what? Before we even get to Doomsday, we'll finish with that. Let's talk about. We'll finish with Doomsday.
Well, there's a new movie on the
There's
the
a
schedule.
new movie on the schedule.
After long rumors that this actor was going to play Ghost Rider, it's finally come true. Ryan Gosling is Ghost Rider, which is amazing.
Right.
We also got a director announcement where Sean Levy
Mhm.
what?
I knew you was gonna do this. I knew you was gonna do this.
Mhm.
Please continue.
Y'all niggas like Sean Levy?
It's not about whether we not like him or not. And this is a funny thing. So this
It's
is
true. No, he's right.
it's not about where the
Yeah.
people that are working with him like him.
Yes.
So that's probably the thing. If they would have said Benicio del Toro's Ghost Rider, would it have been like, oh shit,
Yes.
Oh, not Benicio del Toro, Guillermo del Toro. If they would have said Benicio del Toro doing
That'd
it,
have
would
been
probably
crying.
more
Wow,
exciting,
big first at
too.
bat.
But if they would have said
I like that.
Guillermo del Toro Ghost Rider, it would have
You'd
been
be
like,
like,
oh fuck, right? Sean Levy's Ghost Rider is okay.
No.
But yeah.
I'm not trying to be here's the thing. I think Sean Levy does something that a lot of these studios love, which is like, he's great with actors. The people that work with him, like Ryan Reynolds, love him. He
love
can
him.
get a film that looks good on screen, on budget, on time, which
Yeah.
is like everything in this industry. From his past work, I'm trying to see the Ghost Rider. If that's the nicest. I'm trying to see the vision.
There's no hard edge to him as a director that I've seen where he pulls that off. It'll be fun for sure.
Unless you consider the Deadpool stuff edgy, just because it's so violent.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and Feige mentioned this. He was like, saw Starfighter, loved it. If they're giving him Ghost Rider, I imagine Disney likes what they got in Starfighter, right?
They might just be fucking lying again. But
they're known to do that. But
do you think they brought the Russos back because they loved the Gray Man?
Well, no, but they loved Endgame and Infinity War.
I think Sean Levy
Levy
knows how to work in the system. I think he knows how to work in the MCU system, Star Wars system.
You calling him Brock Purdy?
Every quarterback is a system quarterback. Every single one. There's no such thing as a quarterback that's not a system quarterback to me. We'll do that on NFL Men Up Boys Live another time. But that announcement was the big surprise of the con.
Right.
Black Panther was
a new Black Panther.
Black Panther was sort of a surprise. But some of the other surprises that we were maybe expecting or hoping to get, we didn't get them.
We'll get to that later. Would you say that did the Ghost Rider reveal feel impactful? Because like when I was on Twitter, like I think a couple of days ago, people were just like, oh yeah, Ryan Gosling's getting announced as Ghost Rider. I'm like, y'all niggas have been saying this for like a decade plus. I didn't believe it. And then when it happened, it was almost like, yeah, that makes sense. Like it just did.
Did it feel like the internet kind of did this for us like 3 years ago, and then we're kind of just muted by the response of it now?
I think Ryan Gosling is on such a heater that he kind of willed this into being. Where it's like I don't think Ghost Rider was at the top of Feige's list, but when you have someone that's that hot and Ryan Gosling loved this character, it's like, hey, we're gonna try again.
Well, I mean, look, if he wants to play the character and you can build something around it that's awesome and you have the buy-in of all of these people, that's like 70% of getting the movie made, right?
Yeah.
70% of the movie, getting the movie made is attaching that type of star to it that brings that type of star infrastructure along with the film. So if you already have that, you normally kind of like bend to that. It's not that much different than the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool situation, except for the fact that Ryan Reynolds was not on a heater when Deadpool was happening. However, that movie probably doesn't get made unless he has a very significant and direct passion for it. You probably don't make that movie at that time.
Yeah.
So with this one, they announce it. What you know is that the complete star-making effort of Ryan Gosling will be involved in the movie. That brings an audience that's interested in him from Ken, from Project Hail Mary, from all of these films. And if Starfighter goes crazy, which by the way, the only thing that makes me think that maybe Kevin Feige really actually did see Starfighter and loved it is because they're going to have this movie basically coming off that film. So they're probably expecting that to be a big deal and continue his winning streak.
And I also would say Ryan said something very interesting where he was basically saying while they were making Starfighter, he was pitching his vision to Sean about what he wanted from a Ghost Rider film. And that makes me think that like, oh, you're at a point in your career, similar to Tom Holland, where you can call the shots on this movie more than other actors could. Where I'm like, it seems like Ryan Gosling had a story he wanted to tell, and Feige is kind of like wrapping the world around him, where we have not seen that a lot in the MCU.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're going to do what the MCU want to do at the end of the day. They're going to play within the system. Like, that's what you have to do that. So he probably has a story that he wants to tell. What that actually reminds me of is of what happened on Fruitvale Station. Fruitvale Station, they make that movie, and then like Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan go, hey, there's this crazy idea that we have for at first it was the grandson of Apollo Creed, like being in the movie.
Yeah.
And then Creed comes from that, and that sets the table for it. And those two guys are on the same accord. They're gonna play with it. They're gonna color within the lines of Marvel. They're not gonna just let Ryan Gosling go do whatever he wants to do because it's too big of a it's too much money.
We're not gonna get a Blade situation.
I mean, no. I mean, look.
I don't think Sean Levy would make a Blade situation happen.
I think Sean Levy is going to. I don't actually know what they're gonna do. I don't know that much about. Like, I have no fucking clue.
You like the Nicolas Cage joints?
Yeah, the first one.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one was cool, but I don't know.
Can't co-sign the second one.
Like what run of Ghost Rider fits in with this world? Where this happens? Does Ghost Rider show up in Secret War? I don't know what's going on. Like I don't know what it's. That's what's exciting to me about it.
No, nothing.
You know nothing.
But also, we are getting to a point where Marvel is like their bench is stronger. After this, I was just like, oh, you got Ryan Gosling involved. You got Dave Johnson involved. You have actors where I'm like, okay, we're getting people in these films again where I'm like, not only can I see you in this role, I want to see Johnson playing off Holland, and I want to see Holland playing off Gosling. I'm like, okay, I see the path.
There's
and I
an
see the
infrastructure
vision.
here.
All right, so let's do, before we get into the meat, pause. Like, can we talk about, dog, the worst part of the panel? Endgame encore. I'm like, all right. It's like, that to me was a little like, it seems like that is a commercial for Infinity Vision.
Maybe
I disagree.
I'm not that cynical. I'm not that cynical.
It was a cynical play to me.
What's cynical about it?
I think that they do realize that Doomsday does. It's the thing that we talked about on the Doomsday trailer, where we kind of walked away from that conversation being like, oh, it's not capturing the same emotion as the last Avengers film. And it's a savvy move. Like, I would make the same move. Like, it's obvious. You release Avengers Endgame, something that we all thought was such a great achievement and made us feel something about the Avengers. And then you kind of like, okay, shit, like, I'm feeling really good. And then people give Doomsday more of a chance. But it just seemed like, even when they were bitching, I was just like, all right, nobody gives a fuck about Infinity Vision. This is not on.
It's not about Infinity Vision, though. There's going to be some new footage, right? And it's going to lead us directly into Doomsday. So we're going to be able to, like, see stuff that either, like, adds to the movie of Endgame, or stuff that leads directly into Doomsday. I'm cool with that. That works for me.
Just a couple of things. Just number one, Endgame was for a time the highest grossing movie of all time. I think there was an Avatar re-release. I don't know if Avatar like overtook it.
Isn't it a different film that overtook it?
Which film took it?
Was it not Avatar?
Water?
Wait, maybe.
But I'm not sure. But so, you release the movie, you drum up a little bit more cash. You want to have the biggest movie of all time.
I get it.
Your stable.
Right. It makes sense.
Decision, that's the cynical part. But I also think, and there hasn't been an Avengers movie in 7 years. There hasn't been one in 7 years. And so there was one in 2012, and then they busted back in 2014, and then 15. They came back. So it was 2015, right? And they came back in
2018,
2019, and then 2019. So they weren't taking that much time. And even in between then, you could argue that Civil War is kind of an Avengers movie because it has like a bunch of different Avengers in it. Yeah. So it's been a long time since all these characters have been on screen together. I think looping people's their, not just their excitement, but just getting them back in the mode of watching the Avengers on the big screen with new. I think it's actually a smart play. It's definitely a business play.
Sure,
yeah,
absolutely.
But I also
another
think
business play. I still can't imagine, like, seeing all of this. I'm just like, this is still going up against Dune, and I still can't believe that they didn't move off that date, and that they sold us Infinity Vision, which is literally nothing, and. I'm like, okay, you're teeing up everything to make this as successful as possible, but you don't move off the date where the one other winter blockbuster could absolutely eat your lunch.
Doomsday, I think Doomsday is not going to have a problem. Doomsday, like, Dune is going to probably be the better movie. I do think, especially after the footage we saw, I'm like,
well, the footage we saw, fellas. Before
we get to this, just I say one thing. You realize that these two movies have different
audiences, for sure.
They have different quadrant makeups. Like, Avengers is a true 4-quadrant movie.
Right.
Like, Dune is, and we've talked about this a lot, but we haven't really gone into it. Dune is an elevated, like, high fantasy, R-rated, violent, aggressive movie where billions of people are going to die. There's just going to be different audiences for the movie. I would have thought earlier that they just wouldn't want the logjam there. Yeah. But there's not a lot of reason for Marvel to move off the date.
I mean, but considering everything that happened with Barbenheimer, everything that's happened with
we're going to the movies twice.
Yeah,
we're going to the movies twice.
Yeah.
Y'all were in that room today. It was going crazy. People lined up since Thursday to see this stuff. And there's no way that, like, I don't think, like, if the movie's good, movie's bad, whatever, movie's going to make all the money.
This movie's going to make
all the money.
And by the way, not only is it going to make all the money, I would like to tell you guys that we had a fantastic panel. We had our own panel at Comic-Con today. Oh, yeah. We were Hall R. Hall Ringerverse. Okay. We were Hall R. Hall Midnight Boys. We had our own thing. We were Hall Kevin MB. Feige. Okay. We were up there doing our thing. And at that panel, I said that I believed in Avengers Doomsday.
You did.
And I did not think that all of the best things were in the trailer. and that they were holding stuff back from the trailer, and that in December, I thought you guys would have your worlds rocked, and that I would come back and be willing to listen to all of the people who were wrong. They showed a different trailer in the movie, on the panel, and the trailer was fucking phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
They really should have given us that.
No, I liked the trailer.
It was, brother. They
It
should
was
have led with
way
this
better
one.
than the trailer.
It was incredibly.
I'm honestly, their judgment over there is I'm just like, y'all niggas had this ready.
Because all the stuff we complained about was where's the emotion? Where's the heart of the story? Right? How are these characters connected? Where do we see that in this trailer? It wasn't there. In this one, you have Vanessa Kirby as Invisible Woman telling all the other Avengers, "Yo, Dr. Doom, man, we was beefing with him forever, man. He was cold. He was calculating. He was a different person. I don't know who this dude is.
He's always been the smartest man in the room, but now he's broken."
Yeah.
And then there's a scene with Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic yelling at Doom, like, "Did you do this?" And I'm like, yo, we finally get to see Dr. Doom and Mr. Fantastic, the two guys who are, like, I don't know if they got the biggest beef in comics, but legitimately.
Oh, without a doubt, the biggest beef for Marvel.
Biggest beef for Marvel.
Yeah.
Finally sharing the screen in this. And I'm like, yo, where was this in the first one?
Yeah.
This should have been the trailer to lead off.
And do you think it was a misstep not putting Doom in Fantastic Four First Steps? Because it was like the minute Doom was next to the Fantastic Four, the energy
it shifts.
He is in the movies in the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
But you know what he means. Yeah. But maybe I think that what they wanted to stay away from, and I'm really being serious with this, they want to stay away from any direct comparisons to the Fantastic Four movies that came out before.
Yeah.
And a lot of times these movies nowadays, although James Gunn didn't do this, they try to not like go to the well with the classic villain first. A lot of movies subvert that, right? Yeah. Like remember Batman Begins comes out, it's Ra's al Ghul, Joker comes in the second one.
Yeah.
And also by this point, you had already had them pivoting to Doom, which means that they had a plan for, or concepts of a plan for like how they were
30% of a plan.
Yeah, 30% of the plan, how they're going to deploy Zoom. I will tell you this, there's something else that we did not talk about that was in that trailer. The same thing that you saw, the confrontation that comes in the movie between Doom and Thor, we see that, except we see two things that make it. Number one, we see Doom's entrance to that, which when the force in which Doom lands and commands the screen.
He was moving like Superman and Man of Steel.
Like,
I was like, I've never seen you move like this.
Were you ever see you act like this before?
You see Doom like legitimately block, you saw this, block Stormbreaker, shoot Thor with like one move of his hand, and then raise a group of Sentinels.
Like zombie Sentinels.
Like raise a group of Sentinels out of the ground. So that is Doom. That is the entire character, which is what this trailer gave you.
Yeah.
It gave you the motivations and origins of the character in terms of the parts of the character that's psychologically broken. Then it gave you the tech of the character. Then it gave you the sorcery of Doom. You got a sense of just what kind of guy this is by watching this. And to me, I mean, you guys are right. It was a better trailer for sure.
By far. Like it sold the movie. It was the thing I was like, oh, in the first trailer we got, they give you a little bit of taste of like how powerful Doom is, but like even when they were all on, Kevin Feige was asking questions that fans had provided, and he asked a question, do you think Doom is more powerful than Thanos? And this trailer was the one where they're selling you Doom is going to be just as big of a threat, and they're showing you, to your point, the magic, the science, everything that it's like, okay, yeah, this is a guy who can take down Thor with one hand.
There's also the line, like, in the trailer where you see, like, all the X-Men, all the Avengers, and all that. And Doom says, all of you have lived stolen lives, and now you must give them back. And I'm like, yo, he's cooking. Like, we finally have a reason.
We also saw Loki in the trailer.
Right.
We didn't see Loki I don't think we saw Loki in the first.
I thought he was in the first one.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
But now it seems like, to your point, this is going to be a story about all of these branched timelines. And I think this also sells like, okay, this is why Captain America is here.
Right.
Like we kind of could intellectualize why Captain America was here, but it seems like Doom is coming back to be like, honestly, to finish with the TVA.
I have a theory about Captain America. I don't think Captain America is going to be in this movie very much.
They're going to kill
him?
Him?
It's possible.
I'll tell you why. Chris Evans was on that stage as not a part of this entire thing.
No.
Chris Evans was out there. This was the Robert Downey Jr. show. And then at parts, the Paul Rudd show. They go to Paul Rudd. He gets his little time to shine.
Riffs with Ryan Reynolds.
Riffs with Ryan Reynolds.
Wait, can we because they weren't there, the listeners weren't there. So if we set the stage, basically there was an X-Men side, an Avengers side.
Mm-hmm.
I get not the most important characters, but it was Robert Downey Jr.
The principal cast that we know is there.
Steve Rogers on stage.
Pedro Pascal.
Right.
And Haley Atwell.
Which was
Surprising.
also surprising. And it seemed like a very interesting place to put those characters. I do agree with you. I'm like, Captain America might not be in that much of this movie, but they still gave him prominent bill. So something's going to happen.
On the stage?
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
Well, he didn't say anything.
So on the stage, they gave him they gave all of those guys a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, in the past, and I could be wrong, but in the past, this entire universe was oriented around Captain America and Iron Man. Iron Man first, Captain America second, 1A, 1B, the whole deal. This time, it felt different. This time, it felt different.
Sure.
It felt like he was out there. Maybe they're hiding the ball a little bit. He was out there. It's like, Chris Evans, hey, clap, 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 clap.
They didn't even call him because Kevin Feige made sure when he was announcing everybody, pointed to Anthony Mackie and he said Captain America.
Yeah. Right.
He did not call.
Don't mess it up.
There's a version of this movie that Captain America has started this branch timeline, and this branch timeline is one of the reasons why all these incursions are happening. And we watch Cap get killed, or we watch Cap's entire timeline get killed, which is Cap, Haley Atwell, and his son. We watch all of them die. They're not in the movie very much. And the other Cap that we saw was some kind of variant or the Hydra Cap or whatever the fuck that they're saying. And that Chris Evans is back in this movie, but not nearly in the way that Captain America would have been back. And maybe he has a more prominent role in the film after this.
Wait, so is there a world where this Steve Rogers, they do another subversion where not only is RDJ evil, but Captain America
Could be evil.
Might be.
Wow.
Well, would that make
Hydra
sense?
Cap.
Because he can still
wheel me on here,
But
but
some people were saying that like there's comic precedent for
Hydra Cap.
for Hydra Cap being able to pick up.
And do you think they're
the
trying
hammer.
to kind of like?
I don't know. This entire Marvel panel, we should say, was once again centered around Robert Downey Jr. We all got Doom masks, right? And Doom cloaks. We all got this. It's Doom, 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 Doom first. Another thing about the two trailers is that when the first trailer that we got was Our Heroes Forward. Let's be honest. Nobody's really into it.
They're in the middle of a
heroes.
rebuild, you know?
Yeah, right. So it was Heroes Forward. This one was Doom Forward, and it worked a little bit better.
Yeah.
And so I don't know the kind of roles. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see who plays, like who's the Star-Lord of this movie in terms of Infinity War, who's the Spider-Man, like other characters that are less central to the overall narrative, but that like really bring emotional weight to the film. It'll be interesting to see which characters on that stage are able to shine in this movie.
What version of Haley Atwell are we getting? Are we getting like Captain fucking Britain? Are we getting fucking just
if they make What If canon to the larger MCU universe, I might be tough.
I mean, we've already got it in the Illuminati.
I guess that is true. Now I think we'll probably get like the Peggy we saw at the end of Endgame, right? I just happy to live with Steve Rogers, happy not doing any superhero stuff together, and then God knows what happens after the incursions.
Yeah, it was interesting to see that entire group of actors together. They didn't look that old.
all right. Some of them.
Kelsey Grammer looked good.
That's good. Everybody got a little.
Everybody got.
I was around. Them ain't the same faces from 2009. I was there, man. We were there. We all saw them. Them ain't the same faces, bro. Them faces didn't change, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I felt so bad when the Avenger side and the X-Men side popped up. I was like, damn.
Tough.
I was like,
Come a long way.
this is not
Came a
the
long way.
feeling. Because I was like, y'all not Steve Rogers. Y'all not fucking Iron Man. This
We
is
gotta
crazy.
let that go at some point, man. It's the 2018 Lakers, bruh. It gets Brandon Ingram out there. It's Lonzo Ball out there, man. It is what it is. We just gotta hoop and love them for who they are. We can't expect them to like, all right, somebody gonna turn into Bron. No, dog. This is what we got. Let's rock with it.
Why don't we get any Hemsworth?
Extraction.
Interesting.
Extraction.
I think they're
he's
filming
in the middle of
Extraction 3.
Yeah, so he
because
couldn't-
Sam Hargreaves, who did the first two, I imagine, directed the first two. He also directed, was it Matchbox? Matchbox the movie,
Oh yeah,
and he wasn't there for that panel because he's working on the project. I assume Extraction 3. So that's why I think. He
So I say this before we move away from Marvel. Look, you said it earlier, Jomi. Like, this was the ticket of the con.
oh my God,
This
Can
was
we
the-
just
brother.
say, bro,
Oh my God.
get
Kicking
into
it-
this panel
Yeah,
was its own fucking odyssey.
we didn't know if we were doing this podcast today. I mean, let's not even hold you.
yeah.
We couldn't find seats.
Shout out,
Oh,
y'all are not watching this. Shout out to
Ushers.
all the ushers. My beautiful wife out there, I love you. Helping me get a seat. You know what I'm saying?
It was like we went up, just the way that it worked is for us to get into the panel, the panel started at 5:30, maybe. It really started at 6. We had to go to the Apple panel
Yeah.
that started at 2 and just stay all the way through,
Mhm.
right? So, but here's the issue, just so you guys know. We had press credentials to the Apple panel, which means we had assigned seats.
The primo up front, but they kick you out of them
but
joints
they
at the
make
end.
you move
soon
because
as
you
the panel over,
because
you
after the
quickly learn about like wrangling people at Comic-Con.
right after the panel is over, there's a new panel, and those people have different press credentials to that panel.
Right.
The general admission seats, though, they don't make you move, so you have to get one of those. So we are there, right? We go up to the press, we see Mallory and them. We're like, we got to walk around until we find seats.
No, there was a moment where
all 6 of us.
all 6 of us didn't have seats, and we was looking at Mal and Joe. Me and Van was like, we
We
might
about to go.
there's no way.
Like this-
And then we got the text. Shout out the Men Boys. They like, we got seats, and I'm like, all right.
Okay,
great.
and then that
Is
gave
it-
us hope.
Yeah.
Because Steve and Jomi got seats. But even with that, though, once Steve and Jomi got seats, I was like, we good. Because they could come back and just tell us everything that happened. We could just tee the
Nah,
shit
but then it was
up.
like, Mallory got seats, Joe got a seat.
Then
I was the last
we
one.
was in the
bro.
text like, yo, Charles.
No, I was
Everybody
the
got
last
one.
one on the boat. I was like,
Me and Charles did
Shit.
paper, rock, scissors.
yeah. I was
We
like,
did because Mallory was
damn.
like, there's one seat next to us. And me and Charles was like, you take it. I was like, no. I was like, let's do paper, rock, scissors. And so we did boom, rock, paper, scissors, boom, boom, boom. I got it. And then Charles got one. And then boom, we were set. But we had to stay there.
We had to
for
sit
3.5
through
hours.
There were people,
I'd been in there all
30
night.
at
they
like
were sleeping in their seats. Like they
Yep.
were, people had
sleeping bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the excitement and the scope and the scale
Yeah.
of what Marvel does, particularly at Comic-Con, can still not be matched.
Yeah.
Like it's a home game whenever Marvel is here. They don't have to come every year. They don't have to have the conversation every year. But which tells me these are the nerds. So this is not the film going public necessarily that we're speaking to. The vibe in that room, if you had been in there, you would think that it was 2017.
they haven't lost the nerds.
Every-
that was
yeah.
never a problem. The
Yeah.
nerds are still
They still got him.
they still got it.
Still got the juice.
What I wonder is will that juice like translate to the world? Like I think everybody's gonna be excited about Johnson being the new Black Panther. I think the Ryan Gosling shit. People love Ghost Rider. They love Ryan Gosling. They gotta drop that Doomsday trailer. They
Oh, I
Yeah,
know
I knew
real
it. I knew it needs
I mean,
to come
it's
out.
cut.
Yeah.
do you think it's coming soon?
That's an interesting question. I mean,
We'll definitely be seeing
They made it
something
seem
like
like
that.
it was not dropping anytime
They
soon.
were very
I don't
much-
think that I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be super soon because they're not going to have to drop it because next week Spider-Man's going to go insane.
All right, before
Yeah.
we have
And
to
they
talk,
go-
they gave us a sneak peek. Dog, that
Cinema.
Spider-Man shit was crazy.
It looked
Fantastic.
different. It
No,
looked
the
different.
action was incredible. The chemistry between Bernthal and Holland.
Holland, like, did he like put some bass in his voice and just
Yeah.
like do like a Andrew Garfield impression or something? Like he's got
If we're,
this
hey,
now.
if we're talking about what we said at the panel, I said Tom Holland would win 2026 because coming after the Odyssey, He gonna drop his nuts in Spider-Man.
He was moving a little different.
He was. And by the way, that's the first thing that we saw. Well, actually, maybe not. Well, I think
that was the first footage they showed.
First. So Bernthal walks out, and he's representing Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah.
And they dropped the footage. The footage was of a battle between, and Feige said this, and I was thinking it was a battle between the Punisher, the Hulk, and Spider-Man. And he said, wow, a battle between the Punisher, the Hulk, and Spider-Man. I never thought I would see that. Now, he probably didn't think he would see that because of Universal and all kinds of rights issues. And like, those
Netflix
are two characters right there.
Right.
Really, three different characters that were like different places, and maybe you didn't know you could get them together.
Sony,
in a
it's
movie.
Netflix, and it's Universal.
Right, all
in the
together.
same.
So he's talking about that. But just the footage itself,
Crazy.
there's a shot there. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys because you guys are going to see the movie next
Is it
week.
the slow-mo one?
The way Spider-Man was moving in this, the way they shot the action, it was different, bro. Like, Destin going fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's like going nuts. And also, a great use of the Punisher, which is a character that has existed in such brutality in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, a brutality that he can't really exist in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So you always wonder tonally how it would translate.
Right.
Looks like they nailed it.
Yeah.
But also weirdly, it's the first time, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, where we see the comic book nature of like the Punisher not going up against like fucking mobsters and other gangsters.
Yeah.
It's like him against the Hulk. And I was like, oh shit, this is fucking fire. Like, that nigga not gonna do nothing.
That's what we
I was like, damn.
You're trying to nerf darts at him.
But that's like the audacity of the character.
Yeah.
The
Exactly,
audacity of the
yeah.
character is that like he truly is not afraid of anything. He was getting his shit off.
He's a little afraid of the Hulk.
He was rational, but when it came time to do what it was time to do, he was in the Hulk phase.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I don't want to. Again, we don't want to spoil it, but the first part of the scene where he's there,
He's like, whoa.
he's scared, but he's not going front. I'm excited, man.
Okay, so I think that Marvel had a successful Hall H experience. There was no X-Men. There was no Adam Driver. There was no Denzel Washington.
That was the one I thought we were going to get. I thought they would go with David Johnson. We'd be like, oh, snap. And then Ryan Coogler would be like, I got one more thing. But that never happened.
I will say, because the way they ended the panel, at first we didn't get Black Panther, and I was about to come on here and be like, hey, yo, fuck this shit. I waited here for 5 fucking hours. And I was just like, okay, they know how to make a show. That was the right place to end it. Because it was just, I don't know how y'all felt when they were just like, it's over. Everybody around was like, that's it.
Kevin Feige was like, all right, guys.
It's like unceremonious, no blackout lights, no nothing.
Done.
And then it was like, Kevin Smith's coming.
That's the only time I was like,
that's for the giveaways.
That's not just Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith closes that out every single year. But no, so some of those things, Charles, you're big on we got to get into the mutants thing. They still slow rolling it. You did say earlier at the panel, which was right, that maybe it might have been Jomi, that they would not step on the Sadie Sink reveal and go too much into X-Men because Brand New Day is coming out. And if she's Jean Grey, it kind of spoils things. So, I mean, why do you think Marvel is that something for next year's Comic-Con, the mutants or something?
I think Marvel had a successful panel. I do. Like, it's just like they revealed enough, they showed enough, and the footage that they showed me that I was like, okay, you guys, you have a hand on the wheel. If I'm being real, I don't think it's just the Sadie Sink of it all. Kevin Feige has been kind of clear. He's just like, a lot of the contracts aren't signed yet. So I think they might still be working on getting certain actors in place.
Fellas, they're still D23.
That's probably what they're going to do.
They could be, yeah.
There's a lot of
stuff for D23.
Because Spider-Man will already be out.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're Disney, D23 is way more important to you as a company than San Diego Comic-Con. And like, sitting with the fans, it was interesting talking to them. A couple people, I was like, yo, would you like to see the reveal that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey? And they were just like, yeah, but like, I don't want anything to like ruin Spider-Man Brand New Day. So I was like, sitting next to people where it's not our job to do this, where it's like we get spoiled all the time. I was like, okay, they're smart enough to realize that an X-Men reveal would have stepped on Spider-Man. That's all people would have been talking about.
Exactly.
I mean, it would have taken the heat away.
Yeah, look, I think that there was a way that they could have done it, but at the same time, knowing that they're still D23, I think you guys are right. that's what they're going to do. I think for us, it's interesting because we're going to have to go and like stand in line for D23, I think like next Thursday. and
In order to get into that.
Actually, you know what? We never have a problem with D23.
No, it's actually well run.
D23, they hook us up.
They hook us up.
Nah, they treat us like niggas at San Diego Comic-Con.
I'm telling you, bro.
They put us in a color seat.
Bro, let me tell you something. Bro, let me tell you something. Bro, I gotta be real. I gotta be real, bro. Listen. This has been such a humbling experience for me. Because I'll tell you why.
You were so dejected coming out of that Hall H.
These guys know me. Like, I get love when I go places, right?
Right.
We was in the line last night, and I'm talking about everybody. We got the ladies with us. The beautiful Kalika is here. The beautiful Lauren is here. We got our ladies with us. And we in the dirt in the IG.
We was at Margaritaville,
nigga. She not used to seeing me this way. like in LA, it's your table is right here, Miss Aleya.
Right. Your name doesn't ring out in San Diego streets.
But like we in line and there's people coming up to us and there's people coming up to me and they're going, God damn, I would expect you guys would be here. I'm like, hey bro, yeah, come on, man. Come on, don't do that. But we did manage to score invites to the Blurred and Bougie party tonight, which we're probably missing right now because it's late. But yeah, so I'm motivated. I'm working from this moment all the way till next year. We will be, I'm not going to wait till the end. I'm not even talking about parties. We will be better situated at Comic-Con next year. The Ringer staff, they are the ones that made Comic-Con what it was for us.
Yes.
Because we
All
had
of this
amazing room. We had a panel chock full of people.
Oh my God.
We had things taken care of. Aleya was ordering weird food for us to eat. Took us to a great weird restaurant.
It was not weird.
It was good.
Restaurant.
We had the Ringer staff, Helen, Aleya,
Arjuna,
Carlos. They're the ones that took care of us. Comic-Con attempted to show us their ass. But at least next year, we're going to see the nice part of their ass. Because next year, we're just going to incrementally do a little bit better and like take over the con.
Yeah. All right, so rapid fire because we gotta get our sisters in here. Starting with you, Van. Favorite part of the con
is lanterns. So yesterday we went to the lanterns one. And what I love is like you guys being whipped into positivity because you guys are so down on everything now. You got your
whipped into
asses
positivity
kicked by positivity.
Toxic positivity.
Because everything that you guys saw, even some of that Apple shit, was dope.
Yeah, they almost convinced me to watch Silo.
Yeah, like even some of that Apple shit was dope. You guys got your asses kicked with positivity because we did a podcast and my therapist said that I should never do I Told You So again. And I'm not doing I Told You So. I'm just reminded. We did a podcast and you guys were talking about lanterns. You didn't like the lanterns trailer. Lanterns.
We still need to see the show.
Okay, we need to see the show. The shit that we got at Lanterns, was it fire?
It was good.
It was fire.
I don't want to hear good.
It was fire. Come on, man. Don't lie. You
don't
lie.
Don't play yourself.
This glazing.
The shit that we got
glazing.
This San Diego glazing.
It was gas.
Good.
The shit we got
I enjoyed it.
It was gas.
It was fire.
Y'all bouncing on San Diego.
That second
The shit
trailer
that we got from Lanterns was fire.
It's the same thing
if
that
I was
happened.
Dick Ride Comic-Con, I would Dick Ride Comic-Con about the Battle Cat popcorn bucket that I got. That's why I would
Shout out to AMC for that.
It's the same.
We added 2 members to our family. Right?
Battle Cat and Yoshi.
Battle Cat and Yoshi.
That's lovely.
That's what I would do. But I'm just talking about. Okay, since Charles is bullshitting,
he's lying.
I said it was good. What do you guys want?
No, it wasn't good.
No,
they showed like 5 different clips. They showed a lot of lanterns.
A lot of footage.
Not only were they 5 for 5, they was up there fucking flexing. They showed us an interrogation scene. I'm not gonna ruin it.
It was
between
fire.
Hal Jordan and an alien.
It was fire.
Which was as awesome of a scene as I've seen on television in a while. It's a fucking great scene. Then they showed us Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart in a fight. They showed us Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart extended scene of the car accident thing. Everything that they gave us.
Are these companies,
Plus the trailer.
Are these companies getting a little too cute with the trailers? Because they'll be showing the footage and I'm like, why did y'all fucking release the sorry
It's the same thing we're talking about with Avengers Doomsday that we're talking about with Lanterns, where you see the first trailer and you're like, even if you know they're hiding the football, you're like, man, I know y'all got some stuff back there. Why don't you just like show it to us? It's cool.
They didn't show anything crazy in Lanterns that was gonna ruin the plot. It was just way better footage.
Can I tell you guys something? I want you guys to hear me right now because I'm being serious. They're doing it on purpose. Do you know why? They know that in this attention economy that there is absolutely zero difference for them. Zero difference in conversation that is positive and conversation that is negative. They will get to the trailer that you guys like. But at first, what they need to do is just get something out there that puts it in the algorithm. And this is very cynical that they do that, but it's happening so much.
Yeah.
It's happening so much that people are doing this and they know there is no fucking way. There's a trailer that they put in the Lanterns panel. There's just no way. There's no way. It's totally like, let's imagine that everything that you said about the first Lanterns trailer.
Exactly. When we were like, where's all the space? Where's all the lanterning? Where's all the detectiving? Where's the interaction between John and Hal? Mm-hmm. Where's all this stuff? It's just, it seems like there's True Detective and they're going on a mystery, sure, whatever. But what about the stuff that makes the Green Lantern special? What's the stuff that we love about the Green Lanterns? And they're like, we're not showing you in the first trailer. In the second trailer, we're giving you all of it. They're flying. They're using the rings. The Manhunters are the villains. I'm like, yo, where was this 6 months ago? We'd have been talking crazy. I'm so excited for this show. You have no idea. That trailer that they showed on Friday, I'm not gonna say trailer of my life. That's a little extreme. You know me. I never like to do hyperbole on here. That was exceptional, brother.
I do just have to say, I've never seen Van's vision of the world more because we've been to a lot of panels. I just see one black person up there with an American accent. Oh, we can't, bro. I was like, this is crazy.
Nah, that's what happened. I mean,
I was like,
the Black Panther movie was
go.
I mean,
the second they said David Johnson,
it wasn't even David Johnson because Aaron Pierre got up there and I forgot.
I forgot.
But he was like, bro,
and I was like, shit.
I was like, oh.
You know why we should have remembered? We should have remembered because he was up there in the green Averex jacket, and that's something that a black nigga from America would never do.
Why are you doing that?
And look, that's not me. I fuck with Aaron Pierre. I watch. Hey, do I not watch Rebel Ridge all the time? I watch Rebel Ridge all the time. I fuck him, but once you see him in the green Averex, you know that nigga is not from Miami because that's not gonna get. That's not. He not from. They're not doing that. Like unless he in the Dipset or unless he's 55 years old, they're not doing that no more. And by the way, and that's not.
And there had to be one person in the crew who's like, all right,
stylist gave him that?
No, but he had the bag. Hold on. In Brightest Day and Darkest Night.
Hold on. Nah, he looked great.
Okay.
I
mean, it's Aaron Pierre. You
like,
can't really mess that up.
He looked great.
The Averex jacket was.
It's tough. It's a tough situation. It's
crazy.
It's tough. But like
Lantern seems like it's going to be really, really.
Seems like
I'm really excited.
And like honestly, there was a part when Nathan Fillion came out. I'm still waiting to see how Guy Gardner exists in this world, but they didn't shy away from it. Mm-hmm. The only other thing I want to say about the Lanterns panel is that James Gunn wasn't there because he's shooting Man of Tomorrow. That's not why James Gunn wasn't there.
Why wasn't James Gunn there?
James Gunn wasn't there because, like, he's shooting Man of Tomorrow, but he could have made the trip.
He can take a half day.
He could have made the trip to come to Comic-Con.
So we can fact check it
in a Psycho Bunny hoodie.
This show was inherited before James Gunn got there.
At the same time, though, I think that's why he wasn't there. I think that James Gunn wasn't there to let the creators of this particular show, he did say, hey, I'm away shooting Man Tomorrow, and that was good. But there was a little distance there. And I'm not saying that Warner Brothers made that decision. I think it's probably a smart decision on behalf of James Gunn. While the conversation around James Gunn right now is sort of as divisive and as, I guess, fraught as it's been since he really started his winning streak, let the creators of that show and the people whose hands are directly in that show, let them live in that show on that panel and let them soak that up without James Gunn or anybody else being up there and people having to wonder if this is going to be another adventure into the colorful.
Yeah. And there's no buck passing.
And right. So I think Lindelof and the rest of the showrunners that were up there,
Mundy,
all the entire cast, they did such a great job of not only discussing the stakes and the rules of this world, but also talking about them working together, how they approached it. It really was a phenomenal panel. Did not have the production value of a Marvel panel, but if you want to get into the guts of a show and really get excited about watching the show, that's
Absolutely.
probably the best thing that I saw at Comic-Con.
Absolutely. Jomi, favorite part of Comic-Con?
Favorite part, I know. My favorite part, I'm not going to say what my actual favorite part was, but my favorite part was the Avatar panel.
Okay, yeah, I didn't get to go to
hear about this.
So, I mean, the movie's been leaked for months, but I haven't seen it. So, being in Hall H, seeing the trailer for the first time, I mean, if you've ever been to Hall H, the sound is booming in there. They got that thing like
It's incredible.
It's incredible. But seeing my favorite characters again, Aang, Sokka, Zuko, Katara, Toph, like as like, you know, grown-ups or like, you know,
Sokka?
not Bukayo Sokka. No, stop. was just amazing. Yeah. The animation style is great. They had the original creators. They had the new voice cast come out there. Dave Bautista is playing a character in the movie. I am so excited to go to apparently a showing in theaters in LA. I got to go out and see it next week because it looked incredible. I'm really excited to see what Avatar: The Last Airbender animated sequel series has in store for me. And then there was the new show Avatar: Seven Havens. That's like the after Korra, the next Avatar, and they showed our first trailer, and like we saw like Vatu. I don't know if you guys Korra season 2. Anybody seems to be the villain in that one. They're running it back. I'm excited to see what the Avatar universe has.
Yeah, you got to tap
style,
into
man.
Avatar.
What?
Let's go to the movie, man. We can go watch the movie.
We still say Avatar.
can-
He thinks James Cameron.
I thought that's what it was at first. I was like,
No.
why is Jomi going to that? Like,
No, man, we could go get some
Yip,
chilies, man. Watch the
I'm
movie.
not. Hey, bro, listen.
Toxic positivity.
I am the one who loved Demon Slayer way more than any of y'all. Okay,
Well, Avatar's not anime.
but whatever, it don't matter. Fuck
This
it.
movie like is animated like an anime. They got like it looks crazy.
Speaking of anime, do you know what the best thing about this entire Comic-Con was?
What?
Crunchyroll.
By far, nope. The best thing of this entire Comic-Con, by far, for us, and I'm gonna be honest with you, over the course of doing this show with you guys, I have seen all of you guys grow in respective ways.
Oh yeah.
This Comic-Con was a major step forward, a gigantic step forward in the career of one of our Midnight Boys.
Right.
Steve Ahlman
Hell yeah.
was moderating a major panel at Comic-Con. That's the last thing I'm going to say about it because I'm going to let him talk about it, but we couldn't be prouder.
I had a very great opportunity to work with Adult Swim, and they gave me the shot at moderating the My Adventures with Superman panel. And they were very, very gracious and nice to me. They were big fans of us. And I got to moderate a panel in the Indigo Ballroom, which is a massive room that I did not realize how many people were there. Got to meet the cast, got to talk to them and have some amazing questions for them. Got to talk to the showrunners as well. And you get to see some amazing conversations that we had with both of those people. It's kind of the wildest thing that I could ever imagine getting to do at Comic-Con. And I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life. This is
Well, you're going to forget
incredible.
it because you're going to do so many of them that you're never going to.
Well, thank you.
I was embarrassed. Jack Quaid sniffed out the weeb in the room. I'm like, nigga, don't ask me no questions, bro.
No, I pointed them out to you.
Nigga, that's what you look. What do you mean?
That's the vibe you give off.
Also,
you gotta stop because on the panel floor, this is the last year you gonna do this. Any single time you see anime, Asian girl, you like, hey Charles, look,
what's up?
Hey, look at that.
Hey, Chuck, what's up, Chuck? Look at that.
Crazy.
All right. I'll say this as well. Just like on top of that, we have an amazing time every time we're at Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
It's
Obviously,
incredible.
we joked earlier about the Comic-Con people. We're joking. We love the hospitality that we're showed here at Comic-Con. We love the fact that because it's not Comic-Con, it's actually the individual companies like that we don't get the press to. But we're going to be more forthright about that. Excuse me, more. We're going to push for that more. We're going to bring you guys consistently better, more stuff from Comic-Con. We had a phenomenal time. Now, I'll say this. We're leaving Comic-Con. It's over. We're going to go to the Blurred and Bougie party tonight.
Wait, before we go,
That's
Mhm.
let's give them five. Let's give 5 minutes. Peel back the curtains and reveal some of the funniest shit that happened.
Oh my
In
God.
only the ways where we can. First of all, you not here. Shout out Button Mash, but let you know, hey Lindbergh, your name rings out here in these streets.
This is the most incredible thing ever. Okay, so when we walk on the panel floor and like outside, like it's the Midnight Boys. It's the four of us. It's me, it's Kalika, it's Lauren. Like we're all together for the most part, and we're walking down into the convention center.
Yeah.
And somebody stops me of all the people, you, Jomi, Chuck. Legitimately, like a lot more clout, stops me and says, "Are you Ben Lindbergh?"
Yeah, tough. I just looked at him. I went, hilarious.
That's
Tough.
funny.
I laughed so hard.
It's hilarious. And then the nigga worked at Ubisoft.
Right.
So he's actually working with Ben Lindbergh. And I don't know if he thinks he's talking to Steve. I don't know if he
I
thinks
think when we get back,
boys.
we have to do a re-ranking of the white boys at the Ringer. Because
I
Ben
don't know.
Lindbergh jumped a couple notches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
CT way up there, Ben Lindbergh way up there. But like that was really funny.
That's
We had
hilarious.
shooters at the fucking meet and greet. Niggas trying to fucking catch
hey,
a slipping, bro.
Hey. What you
No,
say you was gonna do?
no, wait.
What you say you was gonna
Hold on,
do?
wait.
You say you was gonna do it.
Well, this is what we'll do because we gotta go. We gotta go. We're gonna give a separate recap. We gave you guys the content recap.
Yeah.
We're gonna give in the next episode of
Social
Midnight Boys.
recap.
We're gonna give you a recap of the meet and greet, and then a recap of the panel. The panel went lovely.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
and shout out
Great time.
everybody who came to the panel, the meet and
was
greet.
full,
Standing room as well.
Everything we met besides one was
But we're gonna
fucking
give you
incredible.
guys. There was stuff that's been happening, and we must talk about this.
Yes,
stuff.
we do.
But we're gonna get out of here right now. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Hell yeah.
Let's give them a quick pew pew before they go.
Yeah.
Thank you, San Diego.